The real was the unit of currency of Portugal from around 1430 until 1911. It replaced the dinheiro at the rate of 1 real equals 840 dinheiros and was, itself, replaced by the escudo at a rate of 1 escudo equals 1000 reais. The escudo was further replaced by the euro at a rate of 1 euro equals 200.482 escudos in 2002. History. The first real was introduced by Ferdinand I around 1380. It was a silver coin and had a value of 120 dinheiros. In the reign of King João I, the real branco of 3.5 libras and the real preto of 7 soldos were issued. By the beginning of the reign of King Duarte I in 1433, the real branco had become the unit of account in Portugal. For the reign of Manuel I, the name was simplified to real, coinciding with the switch to minting real coins from copper. In 1837, a decimal system was adopted for the coin denominations, with the first banknotes issued by the Banco de Portugal in 1847. In 1854, Portugal adopted a gold standard of 1,000 reais equals 1.62585 grams fine gold. This standard was maintained until 1891. Large sums were usually expressed as 1.000 reais or 1,000 reais, a term often found in 19th-century Portuguese literature. In figures, 1.000 reais was written as $1.00, so that 60,000 reais would be written as $60.00 or 60,000 reais. In 1911, the escudo replaced the real. 1 million reais was known as a conto de reais. This term survived the introduction of the escudo to mean 1,000 escudos and is now used to mean 5 euros. Almost exactly the converted value of 1,000 escudos are 1 million reais. Coins and banknotes were also issued denominated in reais for use in the different parts of the Portuguese Empire. See Angolan real, Azorian real, Brazilian real, Cape Verde real, Mozambican real, Portuguese Guinea real and São Tomé and Príncipe real. Brazil has revived the real as the denomination of its present currency. Coins. Before the middle of the 19th century, many different denominations were minted, often with values in terms of the real which increased over time. For example, the cruzado was introduced at a value of 324 real branco in the reign of João II. It was fixed at a value of 400 reais during João I's reign, and this remained the value of the silver cruzado until the reign of Pedro II, when it was revalued to 480 reais. Meanwhile, the gold cruzado rose in value to 750 reais in the reign of João IV, then to 875 reais in the reign of Afonso VI before its demise. Two denominations which did not change the values were the vintame of 20 reais and the tosteo of 100 reais. The last 1 real coins were minted in the 1580s. After this time, the smallest coins were worth 1.5 reais. These were minted until around 1750, after which the 3 reais coin became the smallest circulating denomination. For the early 18th century, the standard gold coin was the PECA, valued at 6,400 reais. In the late 18th century and early 19th century, copper copper coins were issued in denominations of 3, 5, 10, 20 and 40 réis, with silver 50, 60, 100, 120, 240 and 480 réis, and gold 480, 800, 1200, 1600, 3200 and 6400 réis. Some of these coins showed denominations which were no longer accurate due to earlier revaluations. These included the 240 and 480 réis, which were inscribed 200 and 400. In 1837, a decimal system was adopted, with copper coins of 3, 5, 10 and 20 réis, silver coins for 50, 100, 200, 500 and 1000 réis, and gold 1000, 2000, 2500, 5000 and 10,000 réis. In 1875, the last 3 réis coins were issued, with nickel 50 and 100 réis issued in 1900. Bibliography